Hello friends, here we will uh, discuss the magnetic equivalent circuit of this arrangement with air gap, this core with air gap. Before moving on, I want to discuss one point, that fringing effect. What is fringing effect? Generally in the questions it is given that fringing effect can be neglected. So we should know about it. Generally, fringing effect occurs when air gap is present. What it is, let us see. When we give a current in the winding, this N into I MF will generate a flux lines. Okay, this will move this path like this. Okay. Okay, let's say it's the three magnetic field lines. Okay. Now, when it enters into the air, what will happen is this flux lines will diverge. Okay, like this. This all the, suppose it is more flux lines are there, they will get diverged. Then this path they complete their loops. Okay. So what happening is here that the flux lines here occupies the area, that is the cross sectional area of core, but here in air they are occupying large area. So we can conclude that the density of the flux line are less in air, because what is magnetic field density? B is equals to flux per unit area. Area covered by the flux line in core is less as compared to the area covered by the flux in air. You can see large area is covered. So area increases in air, so flux density decreases. But in questions, generally it is given that fringing effect is neglected. What does it mean? It means that the area covered by the flux lines in the core is same as the area covered by the flux line in air also. Okay, so the flux density become equal. What the flux density is in core, that will also be in air also. So generally in questions it will be given fringing effect is neglected. That is the meaning. Sometimes small objective question is also asked based on this fringing effect. Okay. Now for drawing the magnetic equivalent circuit, we require a reluctance. Generally in the electrical circuit, resistance are given, resistance of the wire are given, but in magnetic circuit the resistance of the core and air we are required to calculate before drawing the magnetic equivalent circuit. Let us draw. Let me draw this core once again for clear view. Okay. Okay. Let the air gap length be Lg. This air gap length be Lg, and the air gap mean, I am saying mean length of core means I am taking the length from the middle, not from the top or neither from the bottom. I am taking mean length, okay, of the core. That is what we are required for the calculating the reluctance purpose. So this is the mean length of core, okay, that is Lc, let's say, and the permeability of core be let Uc, okay, and permeability of air, we know that it is denoted by mu naught. Okay, so what is the reluctance? Reluctance of core Rc is Lc divided by mu permeability, and AC is the cross section area of the core. Now reluctance of air gap, what it is? Lg, length of air gap, divided by mu naught. If the fringing effect is neglected, we will take the same area of core. Okay, if the fringing effect is not neglected, then area covered by the flux line in air will be given in the question. Okay, that will be given. Generally it is given that the fringing effect is neglected, so magnetic field density in core as well as in air are same. Okay. Now let us draw the magnetic equivalent circuit. Okay. What is it? Driving force. What the driving force is? Plus minus n. N is the number of turn and I is the current given. This is the driving force. And here we have two reluctance. Okay. They are in series. What it is? RC and RG. Okay. RC and RG that we have already calculated. Now what is flux? Flux is nothing but MMF by total reluctance. Okay. Reluctance. Okay. Total MMF is N into I divided by what? RC plus RG. Okay. This is the flux. So in the next lecture we will be solving some numerical problem based on this. Thank you.